After just this one video, you're finally going to understand everything there is to know about maintaining water and nitrogen balance, the kidneys, and all that stuff in biology paper 2. It's going to be quick, so make sure you save this so you can watch it again before your exam. First, it's extremely important to maintain the levels of water and minerals in your body. That's because those levels will determine how much water will enter or leave a cell. Too much water, your cells will swell up and burst. Too little water, and the cells will shrivel up. We need it to be just right so that the cells function as efficiently as possible. Remember, water leaves your body via the lungs when you exhale. Also, through your skin, you lose water, urea, and ions when you sweat. For those two, there's no control over how much of those things we lose. You hopefully have two of this very important organ that controls the levels of water, levels of ions, and how much urea you have in your body. Those are your kidneys. And the kidney's job is extremely important because it ensures that having the right levels of those things will let our cells function as efficiently as possible. Side note, you know I mentioned urea? Well, do you know where it comes from? When you digest proteins, you'll now have excess amino acids. Those excess amino acids are processed in your liver. They're first deaminated, which means they remove the amine group. In doing so, that produces ammonia. Now, ammonia, that's very toxic. We don't want to keep that in our bodies. Therefore, we immediately convert it into urea, which is slightly less toxic and ready to be excreted. Okay then, well, how do the kidneys work? Think of it sort of like having a dirty fridge. If you had some gone off food and some stuff you wanted to keep, the best way to sort your fridge out is to get everything out of it, clean it out, and put back in the stuff that you want to keep. So that is exactly what we do. This process of getting rid of everything is called ultrafiltration. Blood passes through your kidney through these membranes that allow the very smallest of things to pass through, effectively filtering them out of the blood. Those things include water, urea, ions, and glucose. That filtrate then passes through the kidney, and during that process, we selectively reabsorb the stuff that we want to keep. Anything we don't reabsorb becomes the urine and is excreted. So during selective reabsorption, all of the glucose will be reabsorbed, then as many ions as we need to keep will be reabsorbed, and as much water as we need to keep will be reabsorbed. None of the urea will be reabsorbed because we want to get rid of that. And like I said, anything we don't reabsorb passes through the kidneys and eventually ends up in your bladder and forms the urine to be excreted. Now here's the juicy part. You need to understand how your body decides how much water to reabsorb. It's controlled by a hormone called ADH, which stands for anti-diuretic hormone. Bit of a weird one, but how I've remembered this is that diuretic sounds a bit like diarrhea. If you have diarrhea, too much water is leaving your body. So anti-diuretic hormone has the effect of stopping water from being excreted. It keeps the water, it reabsorbs it. So if there's too little water in your blood, or you could say the blood is too concentrated, then ADH is released. ADH, released by your pituitary gland in your brain, travels to your kidney, and it makes those kidney tubules more permeable to water. That means that more of the water is able to pass out of the kidney tubules and be reabsorbed. Remembering, anything that stays in becomes your urine. ADH will make you retain and reabsorb more water because it makes those kidney tubules more permeable to water. Let's say the concentration of your blood is too low.